Hello, my name is Beck and welcome to a short little video about my 2019 reading goals. My first goal in 2019 is to read 100 books. I use Goodreads to track my reading and every year I set it to around 80 to 100 books and I find that setting it high usually motivates me. In the past I've read about 73 books in one year, then 121, and then in 2018 I read more than 120 books in one year, so I'm hoping that number keeps increasing, so I'll keep my fingers crossed for 2019. Goal number 2 is to finish some books that I've had on my shelf for a while that have just sat there unread. I do have a 2019 priority list that I'll be uploading very soon, but in addition to that I also have a few fantasy series that I started last year and I want to either continue those or finish them in 2019. These series are The Black Prison by Brent Weeks, The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie, and also Blood Song by Anthony Ryan, and he's got another series as well called The Waking Fire, I believe, and I have that on my shelf as well, so I'd love to finish all of his books too. Also, in addition to those fantasy books, I do have the entire Song of Ice and Fire series sitting on my shelf unread, and I did think that I wouldn't get to those until I was like 80, but I really need to just tackle them and get through the series, so I'm tentatively putting A Clash of Kings on my TBR pile for 2019 as well. Goal number 3 is to participate in readathons more actively, and I did Spookathon in 2018 and I vlogged it and I really loved it. So my goal is to do more of that in 2019. I know that G from Book Roast does the magical readathons and I think those are around April and the end of the year. And surprisingly I have a bunch of contemporary books on my TBR as well. There's like 20 of them that I've found, so I'd love to do contemporary-a-thon and I know that happens in February. I'd also eventually love to do Vlogmas in December, but given the restraints I have on editing, because I can only edit on the weekends when I'm at Dave's place, that is not really on the cards for 2019, but I would love to do it sometime in the future. Goal 4 is kind of linked to something I did last year which really worked for me. Every month I kind of had the goal to read a backlist book, read a new release, and read something short like a comic, a manga, or a novella. I find that squishing these different types of formats into my reading pile every month kept things fresh, and it would make it less likely for me to stagnate and get into a reading slump as a result. However, in 2019 I am planning on uploading my TBR videos quarterly, so changes are coming and I'm so excited. Goal number 5 is don't hold on to books that I'm unlikely to read. And in 2015, when I was writing my honours thesis for literary studies, I ended up buying a bunch of books as a coping mechanism for stress. And as a result, I've had a ton of books on my TBR since, and I'm only just starting to crack into that and get that number down. While I am getting that number down, new releases do keep distracting me and interrupting the process, so I do have around 150 books on my unread list at the moment, and I want to get that underneath 100 books and then under 50 and then hopefully to 0, but at the moment that's a bit of a pipe dream because I haven't read over 130 books in a year, so just getting it under 100 at this point is the goal. And finally, goal number 6 is related to my channel. Like I said, I do want to create quarterly TBR videos, but in addition to that, I don't want to have a pressure on myself to create monthly videos for reading wrap-ups and for book hauls. When I have enough books to talk about or when I've hauled enough books to show you, then I will make a video. But instead of putting pressure on myself to do that monthly, I want to create new and interesting content. I want to review books and I want to do book tags and I want to create more reading guides and do more interesting stuff. I also wanted to upload more than one video a week like I started to do in 2018. I'm not sure if 8 videos a month is doable because that's a lot of work, but I'm hoping to aim for 6 videos a month, which is almost 2 a week with a little bit of wiggle room. I really love creating content, so I'm really hoping that I can do that really quickly. And there you go, those are my short little reading goals for 2019. I'm really excited for what the year is going to bring, and if you have any reading goals like mine, if you've put aside any books that you really want to read in 2019, please let me know in the comments and I would love to hear from you. I love making a short 2019 priority list so my TBR doesn't overwhelm me, so you'll definitely see that uploaded very soon. Thank you so much for watching this video, best of luck with your reading this year, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!